Have you guys ever wondered what if Isagi and Barou were actually brothers? I mean, the rivalry is pretty insane as both of them are considered polar opposites, with Isagi being the light and Barou being the darkness. There are a lot of parallel moments showing that Barou is Isagi's true rival. In this video, we will discuss what if light and darkness were actually brothers. How would that impact the entire storyline? The story begins as two boys are born in the same Isagi household. One was named Yoichi and the other was named Shoei. It was clear from a young age that Barou's physical strength was far greater than Isagi's. He was taller, stronger, and more confident. Whenever Isagi got into fights or was bullied, Barou would always step in to protect him, though he would act like he didn't care afterward. But Isagi knew deep down that his brother always had his back. One day, Isagi saw a football match on TV and instantly fell in love with the sport. He wanted to play too and asked Barou to join him. Barou refused at first, saying it was a waste of time. With no other choice, Isagi started practicing alone. After a few days, Barou grew curious and, in his usual tsundere way, asked if he could tag along. Isagi smiled and agreed without hesitation. The moment Barou stepped onto the field, Isagi felt something click between them. Barou's power and athleticism made him unstoppable. He could crush defenders and his shots were like cannon fire. Whenever Isagi passed to him, Barou would score with ease. Seeing his brother succeed made Isagi proud and happy, and the two of them became a deadly duo on the field. As the years passed, they entered the same high school and continued dominating matches. Isagi's sharp vision and playmaking perfectly matched Barou's hunger for goals. Together, they were unbeatable. But slowly, Isagi began to notice something. Barou could play with anyone and still shine. His talent was so overwhelming that Isagi started to feel like just a support player. That realization made him want to grow stronger, not just to assist Barou, but to stand beside him as an equal. Barou, on the other hand, started getting bored. The matches no longer excited him since no one could challenge him. But when Isagi began showing his own ego and ambition, things changed. Isagi started creating plays for himself, using Barou as a decoy to score his own goals. This sparked a friendly rivalry between the two brothers. They still played together, but now, every match was also a silent competition, a test to see who could shine brighter on the field. Barou's ego had started to grow out of control. He was tired of sharing the spotlight with anyone, even his own brother. The more Isagi began to shine, the more it ate away at him. He didn't like being used as a decoy or a distraction for Isagi's plays. Barou wanted everything for himself. Deep down, he loved his brother. But on the field, he was ready to devour him if that's what it took to be the best. When the regional final against Kira's team began, the tension between the two was clear. Their chemistry was off, and for the first time, their teamwork didn't feel natural. Kira's team noticed it right away and used it to their advantage. They tightly marked Barou, cutting off his options, while Isagi struggled to find any rhythm. The match was intense, with both sides pushing hard, but neither team managed to score. As the game entered its final moments, Isagi managed to break free on the counterattack. He made a smart run and signaled for a cross. His teammate sent in a perfect ball toward the box and aimed directly for Isagi. Just as Isagi was about to volley it, Barou came charging in from behind, wanting to take the goal for himself. The two brothers collided mid-air, crashing into each other as the ball bounced off the post and rolled harmlessly away. Before they could recover, Kira's team launched a quick counter. With Ichinan's defense wide open, Kira dribbled past the last man and scored the winning goal. The whistle blew, and it was over. Isagi and the rest of the players couldn't believe what had just happened. They all looked at Barou in shock and frustration, blaming him for ruining their only chance to win. Isagi didn't say anything, but the disappointment in his eyes said enough. Barou stayed silent too, refusing to defend himself. When they got home, neither of them spoke a word. Days passed, and the silence between the brothers only grew heavier. Then, one day, both of them received an unexpected letter. It was an invitation to Blue Lock. Despite everything that had happened, both Isagi and Barou knew this was their chance to chase their dreams and prove themselves. They arrived at the Blue Lock facility together, standing side by side as Ego delivered his usual speech about creating the world's best striker. Both Isagi and Barou went straight into the Blue Lock facility. Their goal was clear. They both wanted to become the best in the world. When the selections began, Isagi was placed in Team Z, while Barou was assigned to Team X. Being separated felt strange after always playing together, but it also meant they could finally test themselves as individuals. Because of all his years playing beside Barou, Isagi's playmaking was sharper than ever. He had learned how to read movements, create chances, and use others to bring out their best. His passing accuracy and awareness were far beyond what they used to be. Their first challenge was the tag match. In this timeline, Isagi was ranked higher than before, showing how much he had grown as a player. Kira was still the top-ranked player, but just like in the original story, he ended up being eliminated. The story continues as it's finally time for the first match in Blue Lock. The announcement comes in, and to everyone's surprise, Team Z will face Team X. It turns out that Barou had also made it through the tag match and was now the star of Team X. When the two brothers step onto the pitch, their eyes meet for a moment, but neither says a word. The memory of the regional final still hangs between them. Both look away, pretending not to care, but the tension is clear. As the match begins, Team Z falls apart almost instantly. Everyone is obsessed with scoring on their own. There's no teamwork, no passing, just chaos. Isagi tries to organize something, but no one listens. On the other side, Team X moves with a clear purpose. Every time one of their players gets the ball, they immediately pass it to Barou. He becomes the center of everything, confidently leading the attack. His powerful shots and aggressive playstyle crush Team Z's defense. Isagi does everything he can to stop him. He reads Barou's movements, tries to intercept passes, and cuts off his runs whenever possible. For a few moments, he even manages to disrupt Team X's rhythm. But no matter how hard he works, his teammates keep ruining the momentum. Every time he steals the ball, someone from his own team takes it from him, and the cycle repeats again and again. Despite his efforts, Team Z can't recover. Barou just keeps scoring. Near the end of the match, Isagi manages to set up a small play that leads to a single goal for Team Z, but it's too late. The game ends 5-1 in favor of Team X. As the teams leave the field, Barou walks past Isagi with a cold smirk.
"You are still useless,"
he says.
"If you would left that goal to me back then, maybe you wouldn't be such a loser now."
These words hit Isagi like a truck. He wasn't expecting his brother to say these things to him. After all this, Ego yaps about the weapon stuff, and in the following match, everything was different. Team Z had finally started to understand what it meant to play as a team. They were now using the I'm the next 9 tactic, where each player would take turns attacking and defending as the striker. But this time, the difference maker was Isagi. He had carefully studied every player on his team, learning their movements, habits, and strengths. He knew exactly how to use each of them to bring out their best. From the very start, Isagi took control of the game. He became the link that connected everyone. When someone moved forward, he filled their space. When a teammate struggled, he provided the perfect pass. His awareness and decision-making kept the team flowing like never before. The chemistry that was missing in the first match finally clicked, and Team Z started dominating the field. Against Team W, they looked like an entirely new squad. Isagi intercepted passes, directed plays, and created opportunities for everyone. He was everywhere, defending, assisting, and pushing forward when needed. Late in the game, after reading the opponent's formation, he found the perfect gap and calmly scored a goal himself. When the final whistle blew, Team Z had completely overwhelmed Team W. For Isagi, this was not enough, because he failed to defeat Barou. Even though he knows that Team Z was a complete mess back then, he still believes that he could have done better. From this point onward, Isagi's sole goal is to devour Barou. Do you think Isagi will be able to defeat Barou?